me, NJB, and I am on my way to Santa Clarita or Valencia. I think I'm on my way to Valencia, but it's in the Santa Clarita Valley. I think that's how it goes. I have to have an MRI today to make sure that there is no evidence of cancer. I saw my oncologist a couple weeks ago, and she wanted to know how I was doing with the medications, and we talked about that. She told me to take the tamoxifen at night, and maybe it won't be as disruptive to my sleep schedule. And I also had a virtual appointment with the doctor who will be my new primary care doctor. I told her my vaccination situation, which I don't expect you to remember all my personal business, so I'm going to do a quick recap. I found out I was going to have lumpectomy surgery in early March. So in February, late February, I got the first Pfizer vaccine shot. I immediately had a reaction to it. This has happened to me.
Continue on I-5 North.
Thank you. This has happened to me with other vaccines, so it's just like, all right. My allergist suggested that I not get the second shot because my reaction would likely be worse, and there's no way to tell what that means exactly until you do it. So I didn't get the second shot. Had surgery, got myself somewhat healed, and then I caught COVID. Basically, that's, to make a long story short. They gave me antibodies, monoclonal antibodies, which you can ask for. If you catch COVID, ask for them right away. After you get antibodies or you catch COVID, it's recommended that you do not attempt to get vaccinated within that 3 months. That just leaves me right now with antibodies that are falling off quickly because I'm right outside of that 3-month window, and I do not want COVID again. I don't want it. I don't want nothing else. It starts with C, unless it's like a Chanel bag or something like that. Contentment. How about contentment? Complete happiness. Cancer and COVID, they can go kick rocks. I talked to this new doctor and asked her what did she think I should do. How would she advise somebody in my position? She told me that she didn't think I should get the Pfizer vaccine because, she agreed with the allergist. And Moderna is very similar. I mean, they're both mRNA vaccines. So it's very similar to the Pfizer vaccine. She told me that I'd probably have the same reaction with that one, and for me to get the Johnson & Johnson. Now, here's where I'm nervous. I have never wanted Johnson & Johnson. Out of the vaccines that are available to us here in the U.S., Johnson & Johnson was the one that I wanted least because they just seem to be having issues. It was recalled from the market once. It's not as effective. And now we got this Delta variant circulating. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? Plus, in the beginning, I was reading stories online that said the Johnson & Johnson is a traditional vaccine where they shoot like a weakened virus into you. And then all of a sudden, like a couple weeks later, I couldn't find that wording anywhere. And it just seemed really fishy. And I ain't thrilled about this. Anyway, nobody's thrilled about this. Some people are like, hey, as soon as the vaccine is available, I'm going to get it. I was not one of those people. I was like, let me just watch and see how people do first. Now, whether it's FDA approved or not is not really a huge deal for me because it's still the government. It's still the same people. We need it now. We can't wait years and years and years for that to happen. And is there a risk? There's a risk. There's always a risk when you're getting any type of vaccine, when you're getting any type of medication, even with clinical trials that last for years and years. And I would wager to guess that these vaccines, having been tested on millions and millions of people worldwide now, are probably the most studied vaccines ever. You know, the hugest sample size ever. That's just me talking. If I'm wrong, let me know, because I would like to know. They haven't really studied it enough. We don't know the long-term effects of it, but we do know that COVID is killing people. And I don't want COVID again. It wasn't fun. I don't want to do it. So I'm not too particular about Johnson & Johnson on this, as far as this vaccine is concerned. But I have an appointment to go and get it tomorrow. And I'm just going to pray about it. That's it. And the question could be, well, why don't you just pray about COVID? Well, I did pray about, I do on a regular basis pray for myself and for other people about COVID. But I believe that God gives people the knowledge they need to come up with these medical developments. And I personally would feel like a clown, you know, if I died from COVID and got to heaven and said, hey, God, I was waiting on you to, you know, like, just protect me from COVID. And God said, well, I sent you 3 vaccines. What's wrong with you? I feel like everybody has the right to do what they want to do. But for me, it makes more sense to get it than to not get it. I know there's a lot of animosity, a lot of debate going back and forth about whether there should be a mandate for the vaccine. I don't really like the idea of a mandate. I feel like it's a slippery slope. One minute they're saying, okay, it's a mandate for the vaccine, and then what else gets mandated? You know, like they can start slipping all kind of things in on you once there's precedence for it. I just want people to make educated decisions and not choose to get vaccinated because, you know, for some of these outlandish reasons I'm hearing. Somebody told me the other day, that vaccine is killing people. I was like, COVID is killing people, like, in droves. So, like, where are you getting your information? Sometimes it's YouTube University, and sometimes it's Facebook. Just be careful. That's it. Just be careful. Please wear your mask. You know, we really are in this together, because none of our lives can get back to some semblance of normal, you know, or we can't move forward into finding a new normal until this pandemic is under control. And for that to happen, it takes the vast majority of us doing what we're supposed to be doing, you know, protecting ourselves and each other. Do I like wearing a mask? I do not. Nobody likes wearing a mask. Okay, it's not a good time, especially when it's hot outside. But COVID's not a good time. I started this off saying that I'm nervous. I'm nervous about getting it. I don't know anybody who got the Johnson & Johnson personally. Yeah, everybody either got Pfizer or Moderna, and I was hoping that would work, and it did not. Here I am. But I'll let you know how everything goes. Hopefully I'll have the results of this MRI very soon, like within 24 hours, and then I'll go get my vaccine tomorrow. Pray for me, y'all. Please pray for me. All right. Okay. Let me keep my eyes on the road, and I will see you soon.